Okay, so welcome everyone. And today we're looking at activating our highest timeline that's in alignment for, moving forward. And what I'm getting as well is to release all those that are not. So it makes it easier for us to make those decisions in moving forward. With regards to what is the best kind of like experience for us based on where we are in this very moment. And obviously these things can change, but let's see what they bring up for us today. So let's just mute and let's make ourselves comfortable. And close your eyes. Let's take in a couple of deep breaths, breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth. As you exhale, let go of any tension, stress, or negativity that you might be holding on to. And to aid this process, I'd like you to imagine that you're breathing in light into your body. And as you exhale, release, let go, dissolve of anything that's no longer serving. And now let's get intentional, breathing in light into your bones and your joints. Symbolizing the structures of life and flexibility, agility. And our joints are important because we need this flexibility to shift into the highest timelines, the highest resonance, the highest expression of who we are. We're breathing in light into every single organ within our body. And exhaling all that no longer serves. Breathing in light into our skin. Breathing in light beyond the skin into our etheric field and our mental and emotional bodies. Allow the light to clear all static distortion, interference. Align all of our bodies with our higher self and our I am presence. Let's call in the angels. From the east, let's connect to Archangel Raphael, the angel that supports healing. Feel his presence starting to move towards you. And as he moves closer, you see that he's holding a green flame. Accept this flame, place it into your body. Allow it to flood all aspects of you, all dimensions of you, allowing for any healing that needs to take place to take place. From the south, you start to feel a different energy. This is the energy of Archangel Michael. His color is blue. He helps with releasing, removing any cords, tethers, attachments. He is the protector, but he is also the angel that activates will. Accept this gift. Bring it into your body and allow this flame to do its work on all aspects and all dimensions of you. From the west, we connect with Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel will be working with us during this meditation tonight, as Archangel Gabriel is also the archangel of opportunity. And he gifts you with a diamond white flame. Accept this flame. And bring it into your body. Allow it to move through all dimensions of you, all aspects of you. Allow this flame to dissolve any resistance to the utmost success. To the opportunities that are available to you. And from the north, we start feeling the presence of Archangel Uriel. Start making his way towards us. This angel helps to bring in what we see into matter. Also helps us to clear and activate any bloodlines. And he offers you a ruby red flame. Accept this flame and bring it into your body. Four flames, four angels, four direction. And now let's connect to the crystalline grid at the center of the earth. Archangel Sandalphon connects us to the grid, crystalline grid at the center of the earth. And as this grid moves up through the layers, connects to the soles of your feet, there is an exchange of energy between you and Mother Earth. Opening up these energy centers, absorbing this grounding, nurturing energy up through your feet, allowing the crystalline grid to move up and anchor into your root, clearing the center on all layers, all levels, and all dimensions. Releasing any fear of survival, releasing any fears whatsoever that were held into the center. As it continues to move up, it connects with the sacral, clearing this energy center on all layers, all levels, and all dimensions. Clearing all resistance to creating what we envision, what we see today. And as this grid continues to move up through the layers, connecting with the solar plexus, clearing this chakra on all layers, all levels, and all dimensions. Activating the willpower to step into the timelines today. The willpower to make the changes that we need to make. And this grid continues to move up and anchors itself into the heart space. Feel into the vibrational frequency and the rhythm of Mother Earth as you sync your energy field to it. The highest vibrational field within the crystalline grid. And now we start feeling the presence of Archangel Metatron. As Metatron starts to connect us to the golden grid of the central sun, bringing forth the grid of compassion, of love, of Christ consciousness. And as this grid connects to the crown of your head, it starts to clear this energy center on all layers, all levels, and all dimensions. And you start to feel the connection to your higher self, your I am presence. And the Akashic Records start to strengthen, start to become visible and more tangible. Allow this golden grid to continue to move down, connecting with your third eye, clearing your seat of intuition on all layers, all levels, and all dimensions. Activating this a little bit further. Activating the center so that you can foresee the highest potential available to you. For what we see, we can create. Continue bringing this grid down, clearing your throat and your avenues of self-expression so that you may express yourself in a way that you are heard and understood, or giving you the strength to not speak at all when you need to listen. Giving you the strength to plant the seeds that need to be planted through your expression and your creativity. And anchor this grid into the heart space. And as both grids merge and interlock, a column of light is created, connecting you to the earth below and the heavens above, connecting you to all realms, all realities, all time, all space. In a space that is safe and sacred. Six angels, six direction. 2 grids, 4 flames. We now drop into the heart center. And let's connect to our Akashic Records. It is through the portal of the heart that we connect. Can you imagine or envision a doorway? And before we enter this doorway into our Akashic Records, we say the mantra in our minds or out loud. Keepers of the Akashic Records, please open and allow me access into my records. My name is, state your name. And I humbly ask that you create a safe and sacred space for my highest good and healing. The records are now open. The records are now open. The records are now open. And as this doorway opens and you step over the threshold, leaving behind the critical mind, the ego, we step into our records. Setting the intention of connecting to our highest vibrational timelines, the timelines of our highest expression. And we are directed to the command center within the records. And once you're in the space, you start to realize all the threads that you see around you, or that you feel, or that you hear, or all potential timelines based on this very moment. Each timeline is activated with a decision. Each timeline brings endless possibilities and probabilities. So as we sit within the space, just admiring all the possibility that is available to us, that we ourselves had created before we were born, we ask to bring up all the vibrational frequencies of resistance that we carry within our records, that we carry within our body, within our mind, within our etheric being and our emotional bodies. Calling forward and highlighting all frequencies of resistance to success, resistance to our highest timelines, resistance to change, any resistance that we are feeling that isn't in alignment with our highest expression, I ask that this is highlighted. And I ask that the violet flame of Saint Germain move through these spaces, dissolving, transmuting, releasing all resistance to stepping into these higher timelines. And as that resistance starts to transmute and dissolve, you see a few of those threads start to disappear and dissipate. All those cords, all those tethers, release, remove, dissolve, delete. And as we sit within this command center, we ask for all those timelines and all those realities represented as threads to dissolve all the timelines, all the realities with regards to resistance, with regards to lowest expressions of who we are, dissolving all the timelines to the people, the places, and the circumstances that are no longer in alignment with our highest expression. See these timelines dissipate and dissolve from the command center. And now we are left with fewer threads. And now we set the command. Ask for all the threads connected to all the timelines that would bring you the highest joy, health, and happiness to be highlighted. And dissolve all the rest. Set the command to dissolve all those that are not these. And if you have more than one or more than three, I ask that you choose the three with the highest light. And within them will be the goal, the dream. And I want you to connect to the thread, the first thread of your highest light and resonance. The first thread that you're drawn to, the first thread that represents joy, health, and happiness, that represents prosperity. And I want from the command center, ask them to bring forward different points within that timeline. What is the information that you need to know with regards to this timeline? Now move to the second thread. Ask them to show you various points along this timeline, and what does that look like? And then next, the third thread. Ask them to bring forward various points within that timeline. Now that you've witnessed all three possibilities in front of you, I want you to choose the one timeline that brings you the most joy, the most happiness. And I want you to merge, if possible, the other two into it. Surrender all other timelines, all other realities, where just the one is visible. This is the timeline of your highest expression, your highest joy, your highest health, your highest happiness, unconditional love, and success in all areas of your life or business and business. And now we call in the light codes of this timeline from within the records, calling in the light codes to step into this timeline. And now we move from the command center and we stand at the beginning of this timeline. And as the codes move through this timeline, activating this timeline by calling in all the people, the places, and the opportunities available to us, we start to feel these light codes start moving through our body, up through the chakras on the soles of our feet, feeling these codes within this timeline to move up through our bodies, connecting to the root, moving all the way up into the crown, allowing these light codes to move through the nervous system, to move through into every single cell within our body, activating our DNA. See these light codes move into your chakras, through your meridians, so that every aspect of you is vibrating at the same frequency of this timeline. Every thought, every emotion, every action that we take from here on end is in alignment with creating this life that is an expression of our highest light and resonance, that brings us joy and excitement, that allows us to be of service to ourselves, to our families, and to humanity. And as we stand within the frequency of this timeline, all old contracts, deals, agreements, deeds, promises start to close off that aren't in alignment. Further cords, tethers, and attachments to the people, the places, and the circumstances that aren't in alignment with this timeline start to dissipate and dissolve. And new threads, new cords, new tethers, new attachments New contracts start to open if they aren't open already. To continue to guide us along this path. Unless there's a bigger shift and a new timeline is created. But for now, we activate this timeline. Calling in health, joy, and prosperity, love, and happiness. And we clear all resistance that has come up. And we clear all that is no longer in alignment. And we continue to clear and activate on a physical, mental, emotional, and etheric aspect. And we open our eyes so that when we come back into the here and now, that we may see the opportunities, that we may recognize the people, that we may recognize the places that are in alignment with this reality that we're trying to create, that we are creating, that we have created, a timeline that we stand on now. And as we continue to stand and integrate this information, Archangel Gabriel stands behind us, places his hands on our shoulders, and amplifies this energy, sets into our body, allowing us to embody these frequencies. Grounding us into this energy. And as this is going on, you are starting to feel, to know, to see what are the next steps you need to take. And it feels great. It feels exciting. It feels free. It feels expansive. And as we know that this process will continue over the next few days, we start making our way back to the command center, back into the front door of the Akashic Records. And before we leave, we give thanks and gratitude to the keepers of the records and all the angels and archangels, our guides that joined us in this session today, for the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that we have received, for the activation, sitting in a space of gratitude. Sitting in a space of knowing that this is the potential that we have, that we are. Knowing that we are capable of all. We are deserving and worthy of all. And with humility, we give one more bow of thanks and gratitude. And as we step through the threshold, we close the records. The records are now closed. The records are now closed. The records are now closed. Take a deep breath in and exhale. When you are ready, you can open your eyes. Journal the experience if you have anything close to you, or as soon as you can, just write it down.